Hello, I'm Claire Louise. Hi from BeHealing.com. I've made a new pick a card read for you. This time it's what's going on in this situationship. And so, not quite a relationship yet, or in and out, that kind of thing. A situationship. I'm going to go into what's going on for you, your perspective on the situationship, and what's going on for them, your person, their perspective on this situationship, where they're at with it. Now, as always, there's going to be a deeper dive to each three of these readings, and so that is an extended reading. In that extended reading, I'm going to go into guidance for you in the situation you find yourself in right now. So if there's a change that's needed, or if you're dealing with it emotionally, it's that kind of thing. And also guidance for you in this relationship as well, what you need to know about yourself, what you need to know about them, possible dynamics, how to make it work really well, and how this might all play out, along with timelines if you're interested in that. Toward the end of each of these readings, there's going to be a link that pops up there. You can find a link for that in the description box and in the comments box as well, where you can also find your fast forward links, your timestamps to go ahead to your reading. So now all you need to do is take your pick. I've got a new crystal today. This is a local crystal from this island, and it's a black tourmaline. Isn't that gorgeous? You want the black tourmaline, the crystal? Would you like the flower? Or the shell? Take your pick now. Trust your intuition on it. You might want to watch more than one. Don't forget to click like on this video down there and leave a comment as well. It really helps my channel out when you do that, and I love hearing from you guys as well as to how these resonate with you. Thank you to all my subscribers, very much appreciated. But if you're not already a subscriber, please consider clicking that subscribe button along with that notification bell. I make 3 of these pick a card reads a week. I'll do daily energy updates as well for the collective, and I go live 3 times a week in my show that's called Psychic Cafe, in which I do general channeling for the collective, but I also do mini reads in there. So if you're wanting a mini read from me, come along in there. It's by donation for those mini reads, and I can give you some personal guidance in there. And so enjoy your readings, and I will see you in there. If you chose the crystal, then this one's for you. Let's find out what your situationship is all about. Now I'm going to go into you, what the situation is from your perspective, and your person as well, what the situation is from their perspective. Let's find out what's going on, hey, with a complete picture, because remember, you can only change your part in things. And so, as always, crystals, there's going to be a deeper dive to this reading, so there's going to be an extended version that goes with it as well. In that, I'm going to go into advice for you. Advice for you in the situation you find yourself in right now, whether you're dealing with it emotionally, whether there's something you need to change, learn, grow, see differently, or a way you need to transform is what I just heard. And also guidance for you in this relationship as well. So when you guys are together, what you need to know about them, yourself, dynamics, how to make it work really well, and how this might all go down as well with possible timelines. So if you're interested in that, toward the end of the reading, there'll be a link that pops up there. And also you can find a link for that in the description box and in the comments as well. So let's get some cards out for you both. General situation first of all. What's going on in this situationship? What is the situation in love right now for our crystals? Let's find out. What's the situation? What's going on for you both? Oh, a lot, apparently. You've got 3 cards out to start, so it's pretty busy. You've got a lot of passion going on, that's for sure. So a lot of passion for each other here. Beauty of age, one is older than the other. There's a bit of an age gap for some of you here, or a maturity gap for some of you as well. So that could be causing a bit of a problem. It could be that you're both at slightly different stages of life as well. That could be going on here, but you're hoping that you're going to come together. Tell us more. What is this situationship right now? What's going on in this love situation right now for crystals? Cozy home. So I'm getting from this that you're kind of both sitting tight at the moment, both in your own lives kind of thing, maybe a retreat kind of a situation at the moment, retreat from this. So let's go into you. What's the situationship with you at the moment? What is the situation with you right now? How you're seeing things? The Ace of Cups, so you're full of love and you're feeling really good and you're feeling positive about this relationship as well. So I feel like you could be all like, yeah, let's go. Let's do this. Almost like you've got ready. It feels like you've got ready for this. And you've got Temperance out with the Ten of Cups. So you are appearing here to be patiently waiting for this because you believe that this is your happily ever after. It's going to fulfill your heart. So very positive energy from you there, and patiently waiting. So something seems to be needing to change for this situation to move forward, but you're happy in the way things are going. And now how about them? How about your person? What's the situation with your person? Seven of Wands. They are in a slightly different energy here. So there's action. There's always action to be taken with Wands. And there's a little bit of uneasiness about the Seven of Wands. And so there's action to take, but it feels like I'm seeing this like things are slipping through the fingers kind of thing. They want to take more action than this, but they're having to take it slowly. They're having to do something step by step and take action. There's a bit of unrest in this. I'm getting a lot out of their energy here about your person. So they are taking action. It's not happening fast enough for them. It's them that's got to take action. But there's something that's slipping through their fingers, or they're worried that you're going to slip through their fingers. It could be that too. Tell us more. The situation for Crystal's person. The situation for Crystal's person. The Wheel of Fortune. It's like the it's the way the cookie crumbles kind of thing. They're feeling a little bit fortunate, a little bit unfortunate in their circumstances. Well, that's life, isn't it? It feels to me like the Wheel of Fortune is saying they're trying to make the best out of a bad situation here. I feel like your person, Crystals, is having to make changes in their life in order to enter into this relationship. This relationship, your relationship with them, could be instigating those changes. It could be fueling the changes. It's not happening fast enough for them. They're worried about losing you in this process, but I feel like they are making progress with it. I do feel like they are. So tell us more about Crystals here. This Ace of Cups. I feel like you've got yourself prepared for this. Like you're feeling positive about it, feeling full of love there. That's very nice. Ace of Cups can indicate the self-love as well. You've got yourself to this place of self-love. So good on you. You've been watching my videos and you've been taking action on that. You're resting and recuperating. So you're just kind of sitting back in the bath with your rose petals there, waiting, really. What's this? Heartbreak. You see, I left it there for a reason. I wasn't sure whether to take that or not. I feel like this is an option. It's always an option, isn't it, to be in a struggle about it. But here you are feeling good. That has always been an option. And maybe when you're tired or you're feeling a little bit pessimistic, your head might go there. Like, maybe I should be heartbroken about this. But I really don't feel like you are. I feel like, I mean, it doesn't match the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is you feeling good. So you're sitting back. On occasion, you go there. It's just on occasion your mind can go there. But the majority of the time, you're sitting pretty and you're waiting for this to happen. Self-love as well with the Four of Voices is the card of healing, but it's also the card of rest and relaxation. So you're pretty chill about this situation here. I feel like you are just kind of sitting back and waiting for it to happen. It very much feels like a situation where you've got yourself ready for this and your person hasn't yet, and they're having to take action and they're just doing it. And so you're cool. You're cool. You could be in your imagination as well. I'm just looking at those beams coming out of her eyes. So you could be dreaming very much in that dreaming state kind of thing about this relationship. So you could be having positive fantasies and dreams and visions about this. So yeah, you are retreating your energy. So you're not pushing them. You're not trying to do it for them, pushing them, or getting your energy involved in it here. You are very much sitting back, feeling happy about it. It's kind of like showing up as sorting your own side of the pond out. Pond? So you're waiting and you're kind of happy in that waiting. For your Six of Inspiration here, Six of Wands, your victory. So you are feeling positive about this victory, but here, again, there's that little bit of trepidation behind it. So occasionally is what I'm hearing. You're getting into this Nine of Voices, which is the anxiety. So occasionally you go there. You aren't, like, you're not fully positive. Yeah, but it's on occasion, and I feel like it does feel like you are sorting that out within yourself, not letting yourself like put it on them or disrupt them in any way. It feels to me like you're wanting them to take this action, and you're kind of trusting them in doing that, is what it feels like. And so you're dealing with that anxiety that comes up occasionally, and that heartbreak that comes up occasionally when your mind goes, what am I doing? Am I like making this up? Or whatever it is that happens occasionally is what I'm hearing. It's only occasionally. You're sorting yourself out on that. Now, what's behind this? Sacred space. So you're very much in, retreat, sacred space, very much concerned with yourself and your own journey and all of this. So you're staying in your own lane there. That's great. That's great. I mean, it's just a great way of approaching this whole situation here. Meanwhile, they are Seven of Wands. I was getting so much from this card. So they're much more tumultuous kind of an energy, much more unsure. It feels to me like they want this, but they feel it slipping through their fingers, this relationship, because they see you ready, and they don't see why you don't just like choose someone else. They think there's someone else in the running. They don't necessarily think that, but someone else could be, because they see you ready, and they know that they're not ready, and they're trying to get ready, and they're taking that action, but it's just not fast enough for them. So there's obviously some actions that they need to take to be ready for you, and there's some delays in that. It's their action to take, but you know what life is like. Sometimes it might be involving other people, or just it's just delays. Tell us more about this Seven of Wands then for Crystal's person. Muse of emotions. They're feeling very emotional about it. This is the King of Cups, so you might be dealing with a water sign here. They're taking control of it. They are taking charge of it, right? The kings do that, but they're feeling very emotional about it. So tumultuous, emotional about it. There's you, like really positive emotion, heart brimming over because you're sorting yourself out. There's them on the back foot in a way, going, I've got to catch up to crystals. I've got to catch up, playing catch up. Yeah, nervous about it. What's behind that? They're having to move themselves into balance. So you'll know specifically what it is for you, for your person here, what it is that they've got to do. There's a lot of action to take here. So a lot of things to sort out to move themselves into balance so that they can be with you. So I don't know what it is that they've got going on. Let me know in the comments. What's your person doing here? What's all this action that they need to take to move into balance? The Wheel of Fortune. They're feeling both lucky and unlucky as well. Lucky to know you, but unlucky that they're not ready. Well, that's on them. Not everyone gets themselves into the unknown of being single and all of that. It could be that with someone else here or sorting out a breakup, but not everyone sorts out their lives and sits there in the unknown. Not everyone is like comfortable with that. Maybe that's what you've done. You've been single for a while and comfortable in that. They haven't, and so they're having to do that now. So feeling both lucky and unlucky, but it's all on them really. Queen of Materials, very much focused on you and your stability here. Now I'm picking that as your energy because you are coming across as very stable energy there. And this Queen of Materials, she knows she's going to have victory there. She's very stable in that. Very lucky. They're feeling very lucky to have you in their sights. Maybe to them you're feeling like a catch, like they're possibly too good to be true kind of thing. I'm not picking up that they're feeling you're too good to be true, but I'm very much getting from this Wheel of Fortune that they're feeling lucky and unlucky at the same time in this connection. So they're feeling a little bit lower in self-esteem. I'm not saying that they've got low self-esteem, but lower in self-esteem than you. They're showing up as less stable than you, lower in self-esteem. They're playing catch up with your energy here. So the senior is very stable and they want to get themselves to that stable place. They're moving into balance here and they're very emotional about it. So unstable emotional about it. There's stuff for them to let go of before they can get there. So it feels to me like you did all this letting go process before. Like I said, I'm feeling like this could be, it's just someone that didn't take that action to make themselves single, even though they probably knew for a long time that they wanted to do that. I don't feel like they took the action. I feel like you did. And so you're in more readiness. You kind of face that beforehand. You are like one step ahead of them here, at least one step ahead of them. Two of emotions on the bottom of the deck there. So possibly a love offer coming out. So let's focus on you now. What's the situationship with you? What's going on with you right now? I'm really loving your energy right now, crystals. It's very good. You've been doing the work, self-loving, got yourself to a stable position. Not perfect, which is even more self-love there. You're wobbling every now and then, dipping into that anxiety, dipping into that heartbreak, but not staying there. You're pulling yourself back. It's perfect. Perfect. Nice. You've got passion here. So the situation with you is passion. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. This is what you want, right? So you're very attracted to your person here. A lot of passion for them, waiting for it to happen. Having these dreams and visions as well of it happening, of when you're in this union and when you come together. Lots of anticipation energy about this as well here for that union. Enjoy it. Very magnetic energy between you and your person here. You also have forgiveness here as well. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. And this is what I'm getting, is that you're dreaming and imagining. You're very much in that kind of a state, dreaming and imagining and forgiving them for not being up to speed, but not focusing on the past. Excuse me, we've all got a past. We're human beings. If we're adults, you know? If this is not our first love as a teenager, then we've got a past and we've got baggage, and it's okay. And so focus more on that, on your dreams and your visions for this and you coming together. A lot of passion between you guys there. Beautiful. But stay focused on you for these cards, this selection of cards. Hold your vision. What did I just say? You got to hold your vision. Hold your vision. And surrender to the divine. So you're doing the right thing here, having these dreams and visions and leaving it up to them. Be kind of surrendering it to them. Very much feel like this is the feminine energy, this is the masculine energy, and that's what you want, right? You want a strong masculine that's going to take charge, and I feel like you're leaving them to it. Whether they're going to do it or not, right? If they do it, then that's your masculine, because that's someone that you can trust to take action on these things. Feels like they are doing it to me. And if they're not doing it, then that ain't the masculine that you want anyway, because they're going to be the same in a relationship too, you know, not taking the action and stuff. So it's just a win-win situation. No wonder you've got victory coming out here. Tell us more. What's the situation for crystals? What's the situation for crystals? Ownership. Wow, you're empowered. Like, these are just the best cards that are coming out for you. You're taking ownership of this. You acknowledge your misdeeds. You're not pretending to be perfect. You're dealing with life as it comes along and your feelings as it comes along. Erring on the side of positivity with this connection. Acknowledge your misdeeds and accomplishments alike and learn to love them all as lessons. You're taking ownership of this. It's great. Really good energy. Good on you. You've obviously been doing the work. I commend you for that. Tell us more. Crystals, paradise, happiness, expansion, joy. You've learned, haven't you? This is why you're taking charge of your happiness and joy, and you're not going to let anyone, even them, even someone you want to be with, you're not going to let them knock you off your perch. You're owning that. And yeah, if they join you in that, then that's going to be fantastic, isn't it? But I don't feel like you're placing all of your happiness, even though you want this person to come in. I don't feel like you're placing all of your happiness with them. You're claiming your happiness for yourself, so good on you for that. Tell us more. No, tell us about Crystal's person here. What's the situationship with Crystal's person here? Tell us more about that. Crystal's person. Crystal's person. Ka-ching. With the phone. They could have money stuff going on at the moment, just with that timing of that ka-ching as I was asking that question. What about Crystal's person? What's the situation with Crystal's person at the moment? Oh yeah, they're very hard to shuffle. these cards. Okay, they got 2 out as well. You both got 2 hearts out. So a lot of love in this. Okay, let's go with this one first because I read it first and it made me smile. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. They know. They know deep inside. They are doing what feels right. They're following the heart on this one. So they've got a very strong attraction to you, but more than that, they've got a deep knowing about you, and so they're taking action here. Very sweet feelings about you here as well. The way she's got her eyes closed there, this is how they are about you when they think about you, and they think about you a lot as well. They think about you a lot. And deep in the heart, they know. So they are taking action towards you. And there's this one as well. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you, but your soul and the memories you've shared with those you love. Now, I feel like your person, you know how that ka-ching happened on my phone when I was asking where they are at the moment? What's the situation with them? I feel like they could have maybe been very focused on their finances and been that kind of a person where they were very, not materialistic, but focused on that side of life. You've come along and you've ignited the heart in a way that no one else has before, and they've changed like the perception of what life is all about. And now this is the perception: when you pass from this world, you'll take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you've shared with those you love. I think they're reprioritizing their heart. I think that's where they're at right now, is they're reprioritizing their heart, and that could be why they are in these emotions, turbulent emotions kind of thing that they're in at the moment, feeling both lucky and unlucky, and lucky you came along when you did kind of thing, because I think they're feeling that they've been a little bit off track with the priorities in their life. But tuning into the heart now, and it's all changing, so they could be very focused on you, and the friends and the family might be wondering what's going on with them, like smitten and struck by Cupid kind of an energy with them, very dreamy and in love. They're in love. Crystal, your person's in love with you. Yeah. But here comes the practical side of them again, and I have been picking that up. Your dreams need a practical plan. So they do have that very masculine kind of a earthy kind of a drive, even though they've got the emotions there. They do have that earthiness and that masculinity to them, your person. Doesn't have to be a man, by the way, to be masculine. We can all go there. Ideally, we all balance that, the masculine and the feminine within us as well, and then err on the side of the one that we choose more for ourselves. I think I'm pretty balanced in my masculine and feminine. I like to think I'm more in my feminine. I don't know. What do you think? Am I in my masculine or feminine? Can you tell? Your person is in the present, living in the moment, able to bring forth the energy of love in your current circumstances. So they're making the best of it as they go. I feel like your energy is rubbing off on them. I feel like they're really impressed with your energy. You're coming through is so stable, and they'll have noticed that, and they're very attracted to that. And I feel like you're bringing that energy out in them and in them as well. And so the way that they're dealing with whatever this action is that they're taking, they're living in the moment and bringing forth love in that. And so they're dealing with it kind of well. Yes. And also spontaneity. So they have made a flash decision. A flash decision on this. They're just taking action. They've been quite ruthless about it. No, they're coming from love. It's not ruthless as in, trampling all over people kind of thing. They're not. They're coming from a place of love, but they're quick and spontaneous to take that action now. So very much focused on doing what they need to do. They're moving beyond constraints of the mind and freely and lovingly embracing new situations. So if you were worried that your person is kind of avoiding making the changes that they need to make here, worry no more, because they are doing that, and they are, very much spontaneous about that. So there's very much a compulsion of the heart here, and they are prioritizing the heart now. Other people might not like that, by the way. They've got girl talk here, so they're talking to the friends about you now. Time with friends. Happily single. So if some of you are some of them are coming out of a relationship, then they're spending time with their friends. They're living like a single person now. Spending time with the friends. I was also getting that they're talking about you with their friends as well. So if this person has kept you secret for a while, you're kind of trying to find the happiness here. They're almost like trying to match your energy, stepping more into matching your energy here. Let's get some more out. I've got some new decks. Have you noticed? Let's get some of these out. So let's focus on you again. This one. You've got ignite. You're on fire. You're on fire. Like, you're releasing your potential. You are reaching your goals, that kind of thing, and you're really firm in your energy. You've got very stable, solid energy, and you're creating this. You're on fire right now. It's fantastic. It's no wonder your person is just so attracted to you. Let's get you some more cards out. Tell us more. The power of purpose. You know what you want. You're coming across as like very Queen of Wands kind of energy, knowing what you want. You've got a purpose. There's not just in this relationship, but in your life, you know. So it wouldn't surprise me if you're getting a lot of victories in your life, as in business victories, money wins, that kind of thing. Relationships going well. Your life is just moving forward. You're on fire right now. Your energy is excellent. And so that's fantastic, because when you're on fire like that, in really good energies, you know you're attracting great people there, especially when it's someone that is making efforts here to step up to that, to join you in that energy. Nice, very nice energies. So what's your situation right now, crystals? Give us more on this. About your feelings, crystals. Direction, you got purpose. Excellent. I don't feel like there's many actions for you to take at the moment. You're just coming across as doing the right thing right now for yourself. Very stable energy. Let's get focused on them again. So your person here, crystals. How about your person? What's their situation right now? Give us more. Crystals, person right now. Where are they at in this situation? Crystal's person. Oh, they're going quiet on me. Where are they at? Crystal's person. This current situation. Oh, there we go. Generosity. Be the divine flow of goddess nature. Being generous right now. Oh. This could be part of their actions, is being generous with other people. They could be using the generosity to, you know how I got that card of them bringing love. Where was that? Bringing love into the situation and these actions that they're taking. Yeah, this could be part of it, them being generous. So they could be like getting out of a relationship, coming up with a money kind of a settlement from a relationship, and they're being generous in that. That could be because they see a future of building with you. They see abundance ahead for you, with you, and so they might not be worried about that. Yeah, able to be generous at the moment, knowing that there's plenty more where that came from. So your person could be very successful here, very good at making money, able to be generous now with maybe people that they're leaving behind, or to get themselves out of situations, because they've got a very positive outlook on the future here with you. Yeah, so this could be someone that's just like finds it very easy to make money. They know that this is a powerful move, right? It's a powerful move that they're making, and so that's why they can be generous now. But they're headed into uncharted seas, so they don't know now. They don't know how it's going to go down. The heart is just saying yes, and they're trusting the heart. Now, I'm not saying your person is just like heart and no brains in it. There's obviously more to it than that. But they're comfortable enough to go right ahead into this uncharted sea because you're an unknown element here, based on what they do know about you and what they're feeling about this connection. They see it as a power couple, you as a power couple. There's obviously, definitely, there's something about them. They just know that they're not going to have any troubles, especially financial troubles with you. I'm not saying like they're going to lean on you, but maybe you're financially successful. I'm not saying like they're just going to bludge off you kind of thing. I'm not getting that energy at all. I'm getting that maybe they're stepping out of a relationship where they were the breadwinner kind of thing, and they know that they won't need to do that with you in this relationship, and so they're feeling more generous and able to do this. Whatever it is, they've got a good feeling about this relationship, you being a power couple. They're making a lot of change in their life right now. There is a lot of action for them to take. It says don't scare yourself with the next 40 starters. They've got a lot of action to take, right? And that could have been scary at first, but they're coming across as spontaneous and taking that action that they need to take, and it's not fast enough for their liking. So they do want it to speed up a little bit here. Getting a little bit impatient there. With themselves, it is. They're impatient, certainly not with you. You can say to love, just show me the first step and change me into the one that can take it. So they are seeking guidance as well from the higher self too. So they're talking with the universe. If your person's got a spiritual bent here, then they're definitely tapping into that. What else about this situation? I want to keep going with this. Tell us about crystals. What's going on with crystals right now? Let's get some of the deeper stuff. You're overcoming fears, and I feel like you're doing really well at that. It's certainly coming across in your energy that you're doing well at that, overcoming your fears, transcending every loss. So it feels like you're not even like grasping at this, that you're thinking that it's going to come to you, that they will do this and that you're going to be together. You're dreaming of that. You're positive about it. But I'm still picking up this well, but if it doesn't happen, someone's going to step up kind of an energy from you. So you're overcoming the fears here and you're really letting go. And that could come from, experiences that you've had in life. What about them? And then I'm going to get a message from your heart. Their heart to your heart to their heart. What about Crystal's person? Where are they at kind of in their internal journey here? They are hearing inner guidance. I told you they're tuning into their intuition. I'm hearing their guidance too, and I'm hearing beforehand, before the cards even tell me. My intuition flows whenever I'm still. So they really are tuning into themselves. That could be another thing they're getting from your energy as well. You could be a person that does that. They're doing it too. You're both showing up as very purple here, which has got a spiritual bent. Can you see that? You're more purple than them, but they've got a bit of purple coming up here. So they've got you've both got watery energy. The blues in there as well, but the purples, I'm seeing it. And you've got a spiritual connection going on here. They're stepping more into the spiritual. You could be like high priestess kind of an energy, and that's ignited the spiritual. You're both coming across as very practical too. And so we did have that, dreams needing a practical plan for them. Nicely balanced, you two. Now let's get a message out from your heart to their heart and throw it on the floor. Your heart crystals to their heart. You want to say to them, your heart wants to say to them, appreciate this moment. It's like, as frustrating as this moment is, it feels like you guys haven't been together yet, but you certainly know of each other, or you've just got together and something needs to be sorted out to get yourselves to the next level. And as much as that situation when we're in it, it's like sweet torture, isn't it? And it can stress us out, but everyone else that's watching us goes, oh, how sweet. I remember that time, that time before you get together. When you're going through it, it can be torture, but it's sweet torture. And you're saying to them, appreciate this moment. So I feel like you're trying to appreciate as you're going through this. Every situation is an opportunity to grow and find love. Wow, you've got great energy, crystals. Good for you. And Crystal's person, a message from their heart to your heart. What does their heart want to say to your heart? What does their heart want to say to Crystal's heart? Be willing to express love. Express love to receive love. They want you to show them more. And so you could be holding back a little bit too much there. You've got a lot of retreat energy there. So for their liking, you're holding back just a little bit too much. They would like some confirmation from you. They want you to show them that you love them. They want some reassurance there. Like they're dead set on you, but it's coming from an internal thing here, an internal drive in them and their heart. They would like for you to express your love to them. You're holding back a little bit too much from them here. Express love to receive love. This isn't them saying, you know, you give something before I'll give you anything. It's not them being mean like that, but they would like you to express it more and show them that you love them. There you go. So if that sounds like it is your story or could be your story, Crystals, then you might want to get that deeper dive. In the deeper dive, as I said, I'm going to go into guidance for you in this situation you find yourself in right now. Doing pretty well at it. And guidance for you in this relationship, more that you need to know about them, dynamics, more that you need to know about yourself, how to make it work really well, and how this might all play out along with the timelines for that too, possible timelines. So if you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. You can find a link for that in the description box and in the comments as well. Just 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. And it's an instant watch kind of thing. So you do need to get your email address right, otherwise you're not going to receive it. And you'll receive an email. It might end up in your inbox, but it might also end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder if you're on Gmail. So once you find that email, which you will have received, then in that email there's a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. You just click on that crystal and you can watch that instantly. And so thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there, leave a comment, let me know what's going on as well. And thank you if you're already a subscriber, and if you're not already a subscriber, please consider clicking that subscribe button along with that notification bell. I do 3 pick a card reads a week. I do 3 live shows a week, which I'd love to see you in, Psychic Cafe. I'll give you a mini reading there as well for donations, and also the daily energy updates as well. And so click that notification bell to be notified of those. And yeah, good luck with this. If you're not coming with me to that deeper dive, if you are coming with me to that deeper dive, then I'll see you very shortly in there. Bye. If you chose the flower, then this one's for you. Let's find out what this situationship is for you. And so I'm going to do this reading about you first of all, and also about them as well. 2 sides to this, because there's always 2 sides to everything, right? So what's going on for you in this situation from your perspective, and what's going on for them in this situation from their perspective as well. Now, as always, flowers, there's going to be a deeper dive to this as well, an extended reading that goes with this video reading. And in that one, I'm going to go into advice for you. Advice for you in the situation you find yourself in right now. If there's something you need to heal or change or deal with emotionally, it's about that. And also guidance for you in this relationship as well. What you need to know about yourself, what you need to know about them, possible dynamics, how to make it work really well. And also how this might all go down as well with possible timelines. So let's find out. So yeah, if you're interested in that, toward the end of the reading, there'll be a link that pops up there. And there's also a link in the description box and in the comments as well. Let's find out then for you guys, for flowers, what's going on in this situationship right now with you and your person. Something is running beneath the surface there. There's something that's not being said. There's something emotional going on that's not being said. So there's a bit of a communication issue here. A communication problem, maybe. Let's find out more. Guardian as well, but this is protected. So there's some kind of, it could be that you're protecting yourself, and that's why you might both be in protection mode right now, shut down from each other kind of thing. Something's running beneath the surface there, flowers. So let's find out more about this. We'll start off with you. So let's get some cards out for you. What is this situation for you in your love life, in this situationship? What's it about for flowers? Tell us what it is for flowers here. So you're manifesting something. You're manifesting something here. In the flow of manifestation there. The camera moved. What else is going on You got the Ten of Swords, so something is ending in your life, and it could have been painful before. You could be putting an end to some pain there right now. And Page of Cups, dreaming. I feel like Flowers, you're expecting more. You've raised the bar for relationships now. You're expecting more. And maybe you were expecting so little in the past that you're putting an end to that. You're like, maybe you're just realizing, oh God, all the things that I put up with before, not necessarily in this relationship, but in previous relationships, it's like, I'm never going to do that again. What the hell was I thinking? And now you're raising the bar and you're like imagining much more for relationships here, and you're manifesting that. Now, I wonder what your person is about this situation. So, when did they come along during this process? Because it's when we meet someone is very important, because that's when we've attracted them into our energy. And so if we met someone when we're in a really unstable place, when you were maybe with unhealed and triggered and all of that, and in these old patterns, and you attract them in, then it might not be the best. I mean, we'll get into that in the deeper dive for your guidance here. But now, what about them? Let's get some cards out for your person. What are they in this situationship? So whereabouts are they in this situationship? What's going on for your person, Flowers? What about Flowers' person? Where are they at? The Tower. Oh God, things come crashing down. You guys could be going through a breakup at the moment, or it could be like a temporary. You could have raised the bar and be in a temporary breakup at the moment. Not unsure of whether this person is going to step up and be able to meet that new criteria that you've got for yourself in relationships. And so it could be the Tower falling for them within this relationship kind of thing. Tell us more. What's this? For Flowers. So the world could be falling apart right now. The Flowers person. Flowers person here. What's going on with them in this situation right now? What's the situation with Flowers person? Too many. What's the situation with Flowers person? What's the situation with Flowers person? They want to give you a big offer. How interesting. The Tower and the Ace of Pentacles. Well, that's pretty powerful energy right there. But it's also kind of contradictory energy as well. So I need to get some clarifiers out before I go into that. Otherwise, it doesn't really make sense. It's not really making sense to me right now, that. So let's find out about you first. So why the Magician? You're manifesting something. So it appears to me like you know what it is that you want in a relationship now, and that you've certainly raised the bar from what you would put up with in relationships previously. It feels like you've been doing a lot of learning about yourself, Flowers, so good on you for that. And now you're manifesting it. Or so you think, is what I just heard. Okay, so there could be lessons along the way there about getting yourself aligned with that. There's a mosquito in this room and it keeps on biting my back. This is open back. So now I'm paranoid and I couldn't find it in my break before this video started. Just squish it. Why the Magician? Why the Magician for Flowers? Why is the Magician out here for Flowers? Why is the card suddenly gone quiet? And then you get to Ace of Inspiration, because you want a new start. You're manifesting a new start here, exciting new start. And intuitively you know you can have it. I wonder if you know you can have it with this person now. I wonder if this is your person for it. It could be kind of confronting, because when we change the goalposts, this person has already been in your life. If we're talking about someone that you've been with for a while, and this is a temporary, possibly temporary break that you're having at the moment, something started up and then you're apart. Are you going to come back together? And during that process, you're not the same person as when you first got together with them, so you've raised the bar. Are they going to grow in that same way? I mean, it's always the question, isn't it? Is a relationship going to last? What we're really asking is, are they going to grow in the same way as me? Or are we going to grow apart? Am I going to outgrow them? Are they going to outgrow me? Doing that too early. I'm all caught up in my thoughts now. So you're wanting this new start. That's what you're manifesting, is an exciting new start. And intuitively, you know you can have it. But I'm just wondering whether you can have it with this person. Okay, so what's behind this? The Magician, the Priestess, and the Ace of Inspiration here. Anger and healing energy. Right, and so it's not, this isn't clean energy from you right now. There's still some healing for you to do. So right now you're coming at this from an angry place. In other words, this is the initial stages of someone who's been through some crap and they've realized, and they're getting really angry about the crap that they've been through. And so there's the initial stage of, I want better, I deserve better than this, coming from that place of anger, right? And that's not really the place where we're manifesting it from. Like I heard with the Magician, so they think. You're manifesting it, so you think. You are, but you're in the initial stages of it. Yeah? And so when we go through something really bad, it fires us up to want more, but that's not when we're going to manifest more, right? It's the initial anger. We're not yet manifesting it then, but we are setting off on that path. When we're actually manifesting it, we're much more at peace with it. And so, but this is a stage along the way. When we get angry about it, then we've got to heal from that anger kind of thing. And so you've got a healing journey to go on with this before you're really owning that energy that you deserve more. You know, there's a difference between, I deserve much better than that, because you're going through something really bad, and I deserve great things. You know, there's two very different energies there. And you're headed toward that second energy from that first energy, and so there's more healing to do so that you can step into that. I need to change the angle of the camera here because you're getting chopped off. It's because I had a call. Delivery people showed up in the last reading. Okay, that'll be better. I wondered why the flower wasn't in shot when we first started off. So tell us then. Tell us what this Page of Cups and the Ten of Swords is. So yes, that's why the Ten of Swords has come out for you, because you've had this painful ending. You're like, no more. I'm not suffering for that stuff anymore. But see, there's still an angry energy behind that. Page of Cups, you're dreaming more. You're just in that transition. You're right at the start of this, raising the bar. And so your person here is going to be very... They can't match your energy at the moment. It's not a good thing if they match your energy at the moment. Are they going to head toward where you're headed? That's the question. So the Tower. Yeah, the Tower. You're both showing up with the Tower here. I feel like it's you that's instigated the Tower with them of getting to this point like that. And I don't feel... For some of you, your person here has triggered this, and so there was something that we're doing. It just wasn't good enough, and it wasn't up to your standards because of the past, and you've been kind of headed towards something better now, and it's like, no, damn it, I deserve better than this. And so the Tower is falling. You're like, this has to end. Either you step up or you step out. Off you go. And so you've instigated that Tower because of that. This could be a lesson relationship where they have helped you to realize what you deserve, kind of thing. We'll get into them very shortly. What's behind this? Discernment. So you're choosing better now, right? So you've been having the experiences that have shown you. It's like the universe has said to you, hey, flowers, see what you've been choosing here, and see like what you've been putting up with or tolerating or choosing that isn't right for you. And you know, here's the evidence of it. You might want to change that now. Your person seems to have been part of that as well. Have been part of that. Or at least coming in with similar kind of an energy that you've had in the past, or one aspect of them like something from the past, and you're just like, no way, no way. The Tower falls. It's like, it's a no from me. So the Tower's fallen for them. I feel like you've instigated, I feel like you've said like, not like this, or yeah, there's the Ten of Voices, there it is. Look, you both got the same cards out there. They don't have the Page of Cups though. So they're bewildered. You're kind of looking forward like, I deserve better than this. I want much better than this. They're not. They're just like shell shocked. This is painful ending to them kind of thing. It feels to me like you maybe not dumped them. You might have done that, but definitely said not like that, or you need to make some changes here, that kind of thing. That's painful for them because, like I said, when I said you got to know, like, when a relationship, when did you attract this person and what energy were you in then? Because then if we change the goalposts on them, like I said, a relationship can last a long time if we're headed in the same direction. If we want the same things from life, yes, but if we're going to grow in that same direction, which we can never know, but we can kind of choose someone that appears to be definitely on the same page as us now, but wanting the same things in life and open to change if we're open to change, open to growth. You want someone who's putting that same amount of work in themselves. If you do a lot of self-growth, you need to choose someone who's doing a lot of self-growth. Otherwise, those paths are going to diverge pretty fast. You're going to outgrow them pretty fast. You might have experienced that. So here they are, bewildered. They could have thought flowers is a static energy. Here they might have come into your life, thought, yep, I've got flowers sourced out. They're like me. I can choose them. They come in with that energy, which is kind of your old energy, old relationship energy. And there you go, changing on them. And they're like, this isn't what I signed up for. This is not the energy that I signed up for. Now they're making me grow. Is this what I want? Like, what the hell? Very much shell shocked here. They're like, they don't know what's going on. Because to them, you've changed. You've changed the goalposts. You're not who they chose. It's confusing to them. So you've got a person who, yeah, maybe just isn't doing that work, that growth work, and you are. You could have very well have just realized that you chose like similar to painful relationships in the past in this person here, and then drawn up a boundary to that. That's what could be going on here. In which case, it's kind of not their fault. You've chosen it. So the Tower's fallen anyway. Tell us what this Tower and the Ten of Voices is for them. So it's painful for them, like they're feeling this. But maybe you need to realize that your person never signed up for this. You know what I mean? You chose them as they were. They might have never pretended that they were into self-growth or that they were intending to do all of this work. And so if you're getting upset at them for not doing that, maybe they never promised that they were going to do that. But the growth thing, it's the growth thing. You're probably hoping that they're going to grow. You probably think, well, shouldn't everyone be into self-growth? Well, not necessarily, because my years of doing readings, some people don't come to do that much growth. Some people don't come to heal in this lifetime. Some people come to hold the same energy throughout their lifetime to help other people grow. We're not all here for the same reasons. They could be here to learn something completely different. They could have had like a spiritual life full of growth in the last lifetime, and they're like, oh, this time I'm going to come here and I'm going to hold this energy and I'm going to like learn how to build houses. Like, really, it could be something like that. Don't presume that just because you have a priority and a kind of a drive which is right for you and it feels aligned with you, and that's great, that's not a problem. It's fantastic, in fact. But don't presume that that's right and everyone else should have that same point of view. And certainly don't go choosing people that don't have that in them and then kind of making them wrong for it. So some of you might be doing that, and just be careful of that. Now, what is this? The Ace of Pentacles. No wonder their energy kind of seems split to me, because this Tower and the Ace of Pentacles like don't go together. So they want this new path. This could be confusing for you, because this person does want a big offer. They want to give a big offer. They want to start this path. They want to head up on a new path, a relationship path. It feels like someone that wants commitment. What it doesn't feel like is a very good match, this relationship, to me, because of the growth aspect of it. Well, let's get deeper into it. So what's behind this? The Ace of Pentacles. So you could have kind of latched onto this person. It's like, finally, I've met someone that wants to commit. And then it's like, okay, well, they're not exactly what I want, but I can change them. and get them into this growth thing. And so you might have tried to persuade them to be spiritual, or to be into self-help, or to be into growth, and then they haven't stepped up in that. It could be a situation like that. So the duality here, your person is very confused. They've got very confused energy here. Duality. They do want commitment. They want to make a big offer here. They want to be in a relationship. They want to like set off in this new journey with someone here. But it's all falling apart because of the growth factor. Growth factor. Yeah, because of the growth factor here. Well, let's get more cards out. I feel like this is a mismatch energy because you're very much in transformational energy right now. They're coming across as kind of fixed to me and bewildered. Bewildered that you're not choosing this fixed thing because you seem to choose them because of that fixed thing. You know what I mean? That they're kind of solid in this energy. And they were like, well, I told you I wanted commitment, so what's the problem with me now? You chose them for the fixed thing, and then you're like, change. So what's your energy then? What's this situation that you're in right now? You've got a message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. You love me with light. I love you. You're sending them a lot of love here. You're thinking of them a lot, and you're sending them a lot of love. I think you've got the hopes of changing this person into your ideal mate, getting them into that growth. I would seriously advise against that. I would choose someone that's already doing those things that you want. Choose someone that's already into that growth, someone that's already into the spirituality, someone that's already doing it. You want someone that's showing that initiative. They're always going to be a burden to you if they're not, because you're going to have to instigate this all the time. And so if you're in this energy at the moment, you're having to send them a lot of love and light to try and get them to change in a way, to it feels like you want them to love a lot. You're leveling up here. You're leveling up and you want them to level up. You want them to be the right person. You've chosen someone that's not a match to you here, and you want to change them into that. Like, I'm getting that really clearly. And so you're pouring so much energy into them at the moment. Realize that even if they did try and change into what you want, you're going to constantly have to give that energy to get them to continue that, because it's not in them. Otherwise, they'd be doing it already. And like I said, not everyone is here to do that. Not everyone's here to hold that energy, and it's okay that they aren't. Tell us more about flowers and flowers' energy. Conclusions are within reach. So I think you're going to figure this out. I think you're both going to figure this out, that this is a mismatch. Conclusions are within reach. What else for flowers? Cause and effect. And I think you're going to find out from that. There's conclusions within reach. I think you're going to find out of how you're manifesting this same thing. You're aware that the love you create in your thoughts is an agent of change and the foundation of your results, and it's creating change in your life. But you need to be given the evidence here of when it's a mismatch. You need to be given the evidence of what you're choosing. It's like, I was getting strongly from that Magician card with you. You're manifesting it, and you're at the initiation stages of that manifestation of what it is you truly want. But I heard that, or so they think. You're coming across as this angry energy. Change. And that is never ideal. We don't want people to change. It's like buying a blue car of a make and model that you don't really want, and then taking it to a garage saying, can you make it look like the make and model that I want, and can you spray paint it to be red because I wanted a red car? Why not just choose the car that you want? Like, just buy the car that you want, the right color and the make and model that you want, instead of choosing one that you don't want. and then trying to change it into what you want. It makes sense when we're talking about cars and other things. It makes sense when we're talking about people as well. And if you choose someone that's already proven themselves, that's already doing that for themselves, right? That's already doing it. They've got the motivation inside, so you're not going to have to put so much effort to drag them behind you and pull them behind you. You've probably had that experience already. And this is how you do it. This is how you do it. The Grim Reaper, the relationship is over, no second chances. I believe that that's true. You're growing and transforming your life. They're not. And even if they are, they're doing it in a different way than you. Maybe you're coming from a lack perspective here and you're thinking that there's nobody out there that wants commitment, and now I found someone that wants commitment, I better cling on to them and change them into everything else that I want to. And it's just not true. You exist. You want commitment, and you are who you are with that beautiful mix that you've got inside of yourself. When you make peace with yourself and what it is that you want, and that it does exist out there, you can go out and find it. When you're not coming from this angry place, because coming from this angry place, of course, it's attracting what you don't want here. It's attracting a repeat of the past. So where's your person at here? Where are they at right now? This one? Where's Flower's person at right now in this situationship? And I think we've all been here, and I'm not down on you at all. I think we've all been through this lesson, or we all go through this lesson at some point. That's why there's so many relationship teachers and spiritual teachers out there saying don't try and change someone down. But sometimes we need to learn what to do. And what to do is, so that we're not doing that, is to choose someone that's already showing you that they're already doing those things. And it's about knowing yourself first as well. You've got to know yourself and what's important to you. So you've got to acknowledge, I'm a transformative person. I like to change my life. I like to grow. I like to learn. I like the spiritual aspects of it like that. And you need to acknowledge, you need to be with someone like that that's already doing that for themselves. Not a project, not someone that you can teach that to. Someone's already into it. Now there we go. Where is your person at right now? Wait. They're waiting. It says don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. I feel like their focus on you at the moment is maybe Flower's going to get over this. They don't understand. They're in a lot of confusion, your person. It doesn't make much sense to them. And they're like, well, if I just wait it out, then maybe Flower's going to sort it out. Maybe they're going to calm down or something like that. There's a lot of confusion going on here. So they're just kind of waiting at the moment, not rushing into it, allowing nature to take its course here. So pretty much they're waiting for you to change back to who you were. They're thinking this is a temporary blip. You're freaking out at the moment and you're going to calm down soon and go back to normal. Oops. So maybe when you guys got together or you met, you gave this person a different impression than who you truly are. Maybe you were kind of focused on them and who they were, being a match to them kind of thing, but you weren't upfront and I'm really into self-growth and all of this. You might not have been upfront about that. Luck is on your side, so they're feeling lucky. They're feeling lucky. That's nice. Feeling lucky, Punk. Luck is on your side. Where else are they at? Flower's person. Where's Flower's person at? There's a lot not being said, right? You're both protecting yourself here and your standpoint, right? Yeah. They're willing. Oh, this isn't necessarily good. You were able to compromise if the end result is love. They're willing to compromise here. This isn't necessarily good because if they're willing to compromise, then that means that you could keep this going longer and protract this relationship that isn't going to work. We will find out what's going to happen in that deeper dive, but it's not looking good. It's not looking good here. So they're willing to compromise. Oh dear. That might be music to your ears because you want this person to change, but it's not in the long term. Passion. So they are very passionate about you here. There's insane chemistry. You do like each other and you have fun together here as well. And so there's a compulsion to be together. So I get that. But you know, there is that, and that is important within a relationship, but it's not everything. And compatibility is very important. And we've got to like reveal ourselves and take our time getting to know someone for what they're really like. Because this is what happens, right? So it feels to me like you have not been together very long, and then you're realizing they're not on the same page as you, and of course that's going to lead to a breakup, and that seems to be what's happened. The tower has fallen here, and that's when the relationship is over, rather than that compulsion to fix it, change yourself. I don't want this relationship to be over. I want it to become something that it's not. I want it to become something else, like a Frankenstein, you know. Let's get some more cards out about you and your situation right now. So I'm guessing your deeper dive is more going to be about you moving on, but we'll see. We'll see. There might be more that gives in this relationship. There might be more lessons to learn here. So flowers. Tell us more about flowers and their situation at the moment. Flowers' situation right now. Flowers' situation right now. I feel like you're in just kind of a stage of transformation, really. One of the initial stages of transformation. You're in enlightenment at the moment. You're being enlightened. It's an ongoing process, right? Enlightenment to me is something coming into our awareness, a new perspective on something. There isn't an ultimate enlightenment kind of thing. We can be enlightened to many different things. It just comes in our awareness, you know. And so you're being enlightened in the moment. So you're realizing that you want something different, and you want change. Like I said, it's coming from a place of anger right now, but that will transform. As you settle into that and you do truly realize that you do deserve that, and you can actually just choose it. And so, yeah, this is good. It's transformation. So your person has given you a gift here of that. Tell us more of flowers. It feels like a lesson relationship to me. I call them lesson relationships. Some people call them karmic relationships. But some people call them soulmate relationships. Someone that comes in to help you get on track, learn a lesson, that kind of thing. You might have seen it in your energy as you're teaching them a lesson, like you've got plenty to teach them because you feel like that they should be into this growth and be growing in the same direction as you. Oh, the storyteller. Story of your life, is it? Does this keep on happening to you? It's a rerun. Well, if it's a rerun, you need to ask yourself, how do I keep on choosing it? You need to get really clear on it. That's why the enlightenment cards come out. I feel like your person is a rerun because you need to have a lot of clarity on this now. What am I doing? What do I keep on choosing? You're the common denominator here. And it's not about them changing. It's about your approach. Your approach to who you're choosing. Not your approach to relationships. You've got true love on your mind. That's what you want. You want true love. And you thought you'd found it in this person, didn't you? Because they want commitment. Because they've got this going on, the Ace of Pentacles and the Three of Inspiration. But that's not everything, and you're realizing that now. Your wholeness and safety lie within, not from a partner. Absolutely. From the sovereignty, but this sovereignty actually leads to the deepest intimacy for you to stop using others. Harsh. Sorry, flowers, but you are kind of using this person. Let me stand on my own feet, dear Lord, and know true love. And how come you're using this person? Well, you're using this person to play out the same thing that you've been doing before. The car, make a model that you don't want in a colour that you don't want, and getting them to change. Trying to get them to change. Don't be that. Be this. You should have been a red Ford Fiesta. It's that kind of an energy. I've had people do that to me before. Some people like say that I should feel something for them, and I don't. So I don't, and I never did, and I shouldn't, and you're not right for me. Oh well, you will learn. You live and learn. If you're still watching. I hope you're still watching, flowers. They are showing up as authentic. Okay, so they're holding that energy, and just like I said, I know this from doing readings for so many years, for so many people, is, I love readings, and people want readings about, like, personal, private readings when they're in situations like this, and it's like, what's with it with this person? And it's like, well, they're not here for that. When I read it, it's like, they're not here for that. They're here to hold this energy, and that's authentic to them, and that's what they're showing up here. Let your truth be heard. So they are being authentic. They are being themselves. You're thinking they're not being themselves, that they should change to be more like the person that you want them to be. No. And that's not love when we do that. That's not loving somebody, wanting them to change. It's like, yeah, but they'd be better. Well, better in your eyes, but there's nothing wrong with them right now. So they're being authentic right now, and they're holding that energy, and they're going to hold that energy, and they need to hold that energy too of who they are. There's nothing wrong with them. Nothing wrong with them at all. And their person exists out there, and I'm telling you, it's not you. It's not you. You're not on the same page. You don't want the same things here. Tell me more. Where's your person at right now? Spirit of gratitude. They're kind of grateful, though. Isn't it funny that it's bringing me back to that luck card? Luck is on your side. They're feeling lucky. I'm grateful. Lucky and grateful. You've opened them up to something. Tell us more. Where they at? Where's your person at here? Challenges. They're being challenged. Unbearable situations throw you directly into God's arms if you're open. Oh, I wonder if this is why they're feeling lucky and grateful. Please take over, divine, and guide the right actions. Please take this burden and show me your will. Wait, what? Hang on. This is someone else. Right, you broke up with them, right? They're moving on. This is why they're feeling lucky. They've got passion and willingness here, and they've got this Ace of Pentacles. I think they might have their eye on someone else here. I think they might be moving on. But with regards to you in this situation, they're kind of grateful. Maybe you've been a catalyst for them meeting someone else that kind of is. Maybe a simpler person that wants them, that loves them as they are. They could have been recreating over and over again relationships like this one, where they were never good enough. They were, someone choosing them for not who they are. And you could have been the catalyst that showed them that to realize and choose someone that's on their level, that they're enough for already, someone that loves them as they are. For this, yes. I think your person's moving on already. Let's get some deeper messages out here about what could be going on deep down, where you're both at, kind of healing journeys kind of thing. You first of all. So now your person's actually showing up as a little bit ahead of you, which you might be surprised to hear, but they're learning their lesson. You're both in the same lesson. They're learning their lesson faster than you. And I feel like they've realized, stop choosing challenging people that don't love them as they are. And that might not be any fault of your own. Like they could have, they could be a kind of person where they go on dates and then they try and impress the other person instead of showing them who they truly are, and that can end up in a very confusing situation. You've got welcoming surrender. You need to let this go. Let it go, girl or boy. Welcoming surrender. There's no problem. Only destiny being revealed. You're screaming at the screen right now, aren't you? There is a problem. They're not changing. Focus. Look, there it is. There's evidence of it. What are you focused on? I won't focus. What are you focused on? Flowers? Yeah. About focus. But I'm persisting. See? Change, camera, change. Oh, there it is. In fuzzy, beige, and white. There is no problem. Only there you go. There is no problem, only destiny being revealed. There is no problem, only destiny being revealed. Oh, it's because it's in the shadow of the camera. It's a rainy day today, it's not very bright. Only destiny being revealed. There you go. There is no problem. There is no problem. There is no spoon. That's what's really going on deep down in you. It's what your higher self wants to tell you. Welcome, surrender. Let this one go. Not what you want. Can't change it into being what you want. What's going on deep down for them? Awakening, inspired action. See, told you, they're kind of ahead of you here in the energies. They are taking action, they're moving on. There is only what life is asking of me. They found someone new. I really feel like your person has found someone new, and that only asks of them who they are. There is only what life is asking of me. Someone that loves them as they are, someone that expects them to be who they are, kind of thing. It's someone that is choosing them for who they are. I can't say it any other way, really. So let's get a message from your heart to their heart. You've got the heart of the matter here. Your heart wants to say to their heart, the heart of the matter, there's more going on that meets the eye. There's lessons here. I mean, you very well could be soulmates because of this, coming into each other's lives to kind of show each other what you've both been doing, choosing the wrong kind of people, so that you can both stop it and then find someone, getting into like relationships that are right for you. The same lesson, you're giving each other the same lesson. Their heart to your heart. Let's get a message from their heart to your heart. Their heart to your heart, they say. Treasure your loved ones. It's important to love others deeply. So it's like, yeah, it's almost their heart saying, love others deeply. And you know what that means. It means love unconditionally. Love people for who they are. Don't try and change them. Love them for who they are. Treasure your loved ones. Beautiful. So there you go. That's it. If that sounds like it is your story, or could be your story, you might want to get that deeper dive for some guidance in all of this. So if you're kind of still stuck on this and not knowing how to deal with this or move forward, maybe you're still disagreeing with this reading and it's like, no, I can't change them, they should change, or whatever. You might want to get some guidance on that. Let's move you forward. I don't feel like, well, we'll see in the deeper dive. I don't feel like it's going to go into this relationship, maybe your next relationship. We'll see what comes out. Whatever comes out, it's going to be a reading, so we'll see what comes out. If you want that guidance, then I'll put a link for it up there, the deeper dive. It's just 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars. You can find a link for that in the description box and in the comments box below as well. And it's an instant watch kind of a thing, so you need to get your email address right, otherwise you're not going to receive it. That email might end up in your inbox, but it might also end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. So promotions if you're on Gmail. And Gmail really need to start educating that, like, why do we have to be telling people about, like, why can't they all just like call it spam or junk or promotions isn't a very good name for it. But anyway, Gmail has got that. So look in there because they won't tell you about it. So I have to. And in that email, there will be a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. You just need to click on this flower, and then you can watch that straight away. So thank you so much for watching. It's probably not what you wanted to hear, but it's definitely what you needed to hear. And that's what my readings are all about. Helping you to get over things and move on and heal yourself and help yourself and create what it is you really want. Let's try and do that in the deeper dive. So don't forget to click like on this video down there. Click that subscribe button along with that notification if you're not already a subscriber. If you are already a subscriber, then thank you very much for doing that. Leave me a comment as well. I love hearing from you guys of what this is all about as well. And yeah, I do 3 pick a card reads a week. I also do the daily energy updates, and I go live 3 times a week in my show Psychic Cafe, which I'd love to see you in. I can get you some personal guidance there, and there's mini reads that I do in there for donations. And so if this is where you're leaving me, you're not coming with me to the deeper dive, then good luck with this path forward in your love life. You're headed in the right direction for sure. more lessons to learn, and then you could be in with the one. And if you're coming with me to the deeper dive, I will see you very shortly in there. Bye. If you chose the shell and this one is for you, let's find out what's going on in this situationship with you. So what's the situation in this? And can we call it a relationship? I don't know. It feels more like something that's just kind of going on that we'll see. Anyway, so in this reading, I'm going to go into, I can't even speak, it's Mercury retrograde. I'm going to go into your energy and their energy. I'm going to go into your side of things and what the situation is with you, your perspective about it, and then theirs as well, to get the complete picture, of course, because you can only change your part in it, right? And so we need to know that. Now, as always, Charles, is going to be a deeper dive to this as well. And in that deeper dive, I'm going to go into more guidance for you. So guidance for you in the situation you find yourself in right now. And guidance for you also in this relationship as well, when you are together, what you need to know about them, yourself, dynamics, how to make it work really well, and also how this might all play out and possible timelines for all of that as well. So if you're interested in that, toward the end of this reading, there'll be a link that pops up there. You can also find a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's find out what is going on with the situationship. Grace and follow the signs. So there's direction and purpose within this at the moment, and so it all seems to be coming together. It's flowing nicely, says the Grace card. Keep on following the signs. So this could be you like coming together with somebody, just getting together, or in the throes of that, of coming together, just getting to know someone, and you're following the signs, and there seems to be reading today some confirmation of that. It's all flowing. Just keep on following the signs. It's coming together is what it feels here. Let's see if they're on the same page with us. That. So tell us more about this adventure. Yeah, it feels new to me, a new adventure kind of thing, coming together with someone new, maybe someone you've had your eye on for a while. It doesn't feel like you've been in a relationship with this person yet, but it feels like it's kind of beginning. Let's find out then. We'll start with you. So tell us more about shells and where shells are at with this situationship right now. Where are shells at with this? What's the situation with shells right now? Seven of Pentacles. You've planted the seed, so there has been a step. You've been following those signs, right, and a step has been taken. You've planted the seeds, but this is the card of like tending to the environment, taking steps toward it, and having patience with it as well. So something is in progress here from your perspective. Tell us more about where shells are at in this situationship right now. The World. So you've completed a cycle. This could be a new kind of an adventure, like a different kind of relationship, not your usual type, that kind of thing. A cycle is completed within your love life and you're headed into a new one. I'm not right feeling like a relationship is finished and so you're headed into a new one, and that's probably the case, because isn't that the way it always goes unless we're headed into an affair? But it's more of your previous types of people that you'd go for. That kind of relationship is not what you're going for this time. This is not your usual type. A cycle's completed, you're headed into a new cycle here. So this is all new. No wonder the adventure card came out. What about them? What about your person? Yes, well, I can see why you'd be watching this reading then about your person, because they're still in the unknown, really. Feels somewhat someone that you're getting to know, really. You don't really know where they're at. Well, let's find out. Let's be nosy. Where's Shell's person at right now? What's the situation for them regarding this situationship? Because it feels like not yet a relationship. And they were fast to come out. Knight of Cups, they want to give you a love offer. So it feels to me like they're getting prepared. Oh, I thought there was only one there. But it feels to me like they're getting prepared to give you a love offer there. And, ooh. There's something unknown about you that's a little bit scary about you here. You're a strong person. But they're up for that challenge. But there's so much unknown. They're willing to take a chance is what I'm feeling. They want to give you a love offer, this person. They're going to take a chance on you. It's going to be a bit of an adventure. You're out of their comfort zone too. This is saying you're out of their comfort zone. But I'm feeling like it's a yeah. It's a yeah. I'm going to do this. Let's get some clarity out for all these clarifiers. So Seven of Pentacles. Why the Seven of Pentacles? This suggests that you've put some work in. So you could have asked them out. You could have, yeah, maybe not ask them out. Maybe let them know your feelings, or that you feel something for them and that you're attracted to them. You've planted a seed anyway. You put in some effort there. Maybe as much effort as you're prepared to put in before they come forward with this love offer. Seven of Pentacles. Why the Seven of Pentacles here? The Page of Materials and the Eight of Voices there. So I think there's a self-imposed restriction here. Like I said, I've got a feeling, maybe you've been in previous relationships where you've offered way too much energy, put way too much into it, and you've planted a seed with this person with that Seven of Pentacles, but then you're holding yourself back. A self-imposed limitation here, going, no, I will not message them again, or I will not make the next move. It's their turn now. It's not my turn. I've put enough into this. I'm not going to get myself into one of those unbalanced situations. They need to step forward next. It's their turn. This is what I'm getting from this. So Page of Materials, very much in the imagining it, imagining something happen, but stopping yourself from taking any more action there toward them. I think that's kind of a wise move there. So it feels to me, Charles, like you've learned from the past. I'm very aware of how you've got into imbalanced relationships before. I'm very aware of not doing that. Now, sometimes when we've had lessons like that, we can go a little bit too far with this, like I am not making any more effort kind of thing, and being really rigid about it, like one for one kind of thing. I've messaged you, I'm not going to message you until you message me at least one back, that kind of thing. Just be careful about rigidity in that, because the Eight of Voices coming out there is saying that you are kind of being rigid in that you've given yourself some clear, and you might need to do that. You might need to do that for a while. Be rigid in that until you can trust yourself more to be more balanced kind of thing, and it come naturally. Yeah. So you might need to be rigid with yourself until it becomes like a habit and it comes naturally to just be easy going about it, being balanced rather than when you can trust yourself to be in balance rather than tending toward the past, which feels like it's very easy for you to get out of balance. Yes, because you're determined not to do that again. Hey, death. You're like, this is why it's so new. This is why the cycle completes. It's like, well, I'm not doing that again. I'm getting into a reciprocal relationship this time, says Charles. I know how I did it last time. I know how I tripped up. I know how I'd offered too much effort before. I'm well aware of that, and so I'm not doing it this time. So to me, this situationship feels more like someone to practice on. I mean, you're interested in them, of course you are, but I think you're more interested in yourself, which is a good thing. You're interested in yourself in practicing this. No wonder you're following the signs and you're flowing with it. It's an adventure, this. If it's just practicing you doing that, that's a good thing, isn't it? So it feels to me like you might not be even too worried about whether this person does come forward or not. Of course, you'll be hoping that they do, but in any case, you're getting practice at it, right? You're getting practice here. So the World, you have ended a cycle. I mean, the Death card is saying that. It's like, yeah, you're determined never to do that again. And this is it could be your first. Is this your first of holding that lesson? Or there's the Hierophant. Yeah, you've learned that lesson and now you're stable in that. Good on you. I'm impressed. You've learned that spiritual lesson. You're stable in that now. So yeah, like I said, you'll need to be rigid about this if it's new to you, in that not reciprocating until they've given you some more reciprocation until it just becomes a habit to you and you can be more easy going about it and you don't have to count, the balance kind of thing. I like it. Very good job. Well done, Charles. Did I teach you to do that? Or was it someone else? And what's behind this is creativity and abundance. Nice, because you deserve You know what you deserve. You know you deserve better than this abundance, and you're being creative about it now. You're doing things in a different way. Whole new path here opening up. You're doing things differently. You're going to get different, right? And that's great. Abundance coming from that. Which could mean that there's like more people to practice on. It means like plenty of fish in the sea here, but it's going to give you, you can get creative with this and just do it your way and try it out, New approach. Interesting. Now, what about them? Knight of Cups. They're wanting to give you a love offer here. So you're being more rigid, aren't you, than you've ever been before? And that's a good thing. Signing up for yourself. Knight of Cups. So they're going to get all mushy out with it. So they're going to step forward and be the one that's in the emotions here. I'm going to take those as well. The Seven of Emotions. So they're choosing cups, emotions. It's almost like your person is having to be more in the feminine. Now, I don't know which way around it is. I tend to think this side is the feminine, not necessarily the women, just feminine, because we can all go there, right? So, and this the masculine, of course, showing up here as the Knight of Cups makes me believe that as well. But they're getting more into the feminine because of that. Because of what? Because you're standing in more of that, not being too overgiving, soft, emotional. They get to step into that, which is nice. That's nice. So they're making an emotional choice right now to do that. But they also have something to stop as well. How interesting. To give a big offer. Oh, very interesting. So this is like a bigger offer than they're used to, that they want to come forward with now. And it might be because you are holding that self-respect thing. They're like, damn, this is a catch. This is someone who's not just going to cave into me kind of thing. I want to like give a bigger offer here. I'm choosing this with my heart, but something. Their old patterns need to end. What is that? Well, do I need to say that? It could be for some of you that they've been a bit of a player before, and then suddenly you're like, or they've just been a bit of a passenger in relationships before, getting away with whatever little they can get away with to get what it is that they want, and you're not playing with that, and they're like, shows a catch. Are they going to choose you? Because they've got options here. Are they going to come in with a big offer there? So your person might be stalling here. You might be thinking, why aren't they asking me out? And it's because they're not going to be a player this time. They're making a choice here to approach this in a different way. So matchy energy, as it always is. You're both doing things differently now. So this is new for both of you, a new kind of an approach to getting in a relationship for both of you. What's behind this for them? Ascension and feminine energy. Yeah, it is. It's that balance of masculine and feminine energy. And it's kind of nice. It's like for once they're being asked to step into the heart because you've stepped out of your heart in a way and into self-love more and standing up for yourself and what it is that you want. So they're having to step into the heart. And so you might not have realized that. You're going for the reciprocation, yes, but you might not have realized that your actions now, it's generating self-respect and all of that and self-value. You probably realize that. But what it's also doing is getting them to be more in their heart. I didn't realize that before. That's new to me in this reading, but yeah, it makes sense. So when we stop overgiving, we're actually inviting them to step in their heart more and give. And so you might have been asking yourself in previous relationships, how come they're not getting in the heart? How come they're just always in the head and not realizing what your imbalance was in that? Offering too much from your heart, How interesting. Right, so ascension and feminine energy is behind that. It's like the ascending, the vibration is raising, they're getting more into the feminine energy and more into the heart because of that. Nice. So the moon and strength. Definitely making a decision here, and they're not taking that decision lightly as well because it requires a change for them, a big change from them, the Death card. They're seeing the power in you, and it's like, it's very attractive to them, but it's unknown to them, like they haven't been in this situation before. There's a bit of a challenge here. So there might be someone that likes a challenge, and they're attracted to that. Tell us what's behind this moon and the strength. So they're intrigued by you, your person here, and your energy. But they're unsure. They haven't made a decision yet. They're unsure of whether to make this offer or not. So they're still deliberating whether they actually want to step into this change, because it feels like a big change of their approach. You're requesting it of them. They're like, okay, well, to get into this one, I need to change my approach. Am I willing to do that? I think they could be. What's behind this? Because you're showing up as a very strong energy here. They're seeing you as the strength there. And so it's like, do I really want someone so challenging? Or shall I go back to my old ways of having it easy? What's behind this? So you're doing the right thing to not let them get away with that. There's to be more of us. Masculine, let's take all three. We've got masculine energy out there. It's like, do I still want to be like that quintessential masculine energy, that masculine energy that I've been taught to be to get what it is that I want? Treat me mean, keep them keen, that kind of thing. Or this, stripping illusions and new beginning. Or am I really going to get, is that an illusion, that masculine, that like kind of toxic masculine, or the entitled masculine kind of an energy, lazy masculine, let's put it like that, lazy masculine in relationships, letting the woman do it all, the feminine do it all, sorry. Yeah, because it's not necessarily the woman, it's letting the feminine do it all. Or am I going to realize, I think they're realizing this, stripping the illusions here of that, and out with that is the new beginnings, that maybe I can actually get something that's much more valuable, something much better for myself, if I expect more of myself and if I get out of that. And so they might be stripping the illusions here that they had it good before, because they're focused on you, and they're like, it feels good to them, you feel good to them. It's like, well, they're asking me to step up, but it actually feels better than the easy ones before. And so it should, right? It should feel that. So they're very much like, this is all new to me. It's all new to you, and it's all new to them as well. That's good. I like that. Let's get focused back on you. So what's this situationship with you then? And where are you at with all of this? Where are you at with all of this? Where are Shell's at with all of this right now? It's like you've dropped your hanky for them to pick it up and to give it to you. You've given them that in, you've opened the door for them, but that's as willing as you're able to go because of previous experiences that you've had with lazy boys like this. Sorry, lazy people. Okay, where's Charles at right now in this situationship? Where's Charles at right now in this situationship? The cards have gone quiet on me. Why? The hard to shuffle. I think it's just that. Heart-shaped cards are hard to shuffle. Oh, that nearly came out. Where are Charles at with this right now? There we go, at last. Well, that looks promising, the picture there. Oh, we got two. You've got imaginal unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. So you're very much open to the unknown and the new here now. It's a little bit scary, yes, because it is unknown, but yeah, you're open to those new opportunities and possibilities for your life. It doesn't feel to me like you're pinning it on this person as well here. You're just open to that and wondering whether they will step up. It's all new, so it's like, yeah. You're wondering, will they? And this says don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do. For it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. So you're very much focused on yourself and self-love right now. and realizing that you need to do that and applying it as well, not just being a theory, actually applying it in the dating game kind of thing. It doesn't feel like you're dating to me. It feels like you're just kind of, ouch, been bitten by a mosquito. Yeah, it doesn't feel like you're dating. It feels like you're just aware of each other, but you have planted that seed with them. You've opened the door in some way. You've dropped your hanky so that they can pick you up and ask you out. They know. They know you've dropped the hanky. They know that you've opened the door. That Knight of Cups tells us that. And they're also feeling your energy as well. You're not chasing them. Mm-hmm. And so you're very aware of this, not to make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do. Very aware of yourself at the moment, and especially holding yourself back because you're not going to repeat. You're not going to repeat any relationship dramas that you've had before. You're very aware of that. So good on you. You've become really aware of your patterns and how it was that you were choosing, what you were choosing before, how you were setting yourself up for failure kind of thing. You're aware of that, and so you're very aware of not doing it again. Good on you. Show the world the real you. And it is the real you, right? Doesn't it feel more authentic and true being this? Yeah. You know what doesn't feel authentic and true is like diminishing ourselves and people pleasing and all of that. It feels terrible when they do that, in fact. You're showing the world the real you now. Wow. Good things are going to come from this. The authentic you going into a relationship, and they're seeing the authentic you and they're still choosing you. Very good. Very good. Tell us more. Try to take the first one that came out there. This one. Commitment. Right, because you're committed to yourself first and foremost, aren't you? Right, yeah. You dedicate yourself to your beliefs wholeheartedly, knowing that love is the essence of your very being. So you're kind of testing this person, aren't you? You're kind of like, okay, are they going to step up? Are they going to say yes to this? Totally open to whether they do or not. You're not like majorly invested in this, but enough to watch this video and see, get a little bit more information on them and like, are they going to? Because you kind of like them to do, wouldn't you? Maybe you want someone to step up at some point. This might not be the first to come in. Maybe other people haven't stepped up, but this could be your first of trying this approach. Well, let me know in the comments below. Is this the first time you've ever tried this approach? Or how did it go down last time as well? And everyone else, go read. Go read, because, you can share notes of everyone that's in this energy. I need mosquitoes to stop biting the backs of my arms. Mask. Not showing true feelings, though. Hiding, personifying, pretending, deluding, gaslighting. So you're not showing your true feelings, right? So this is, it's a double-edged sword, isn't it, right? So when you plant those seeds and you know to hold back and not invest too much, you can go a little bit too far in that, and then you're not showing your true feelings, so you're leaving them guessing a little bit here, which is good in a way, but it's not in another way. You've got to show the world the real you, which is good, and then this mask saying you're holding back. So I think this is you finding your foot, finding your new balance, finding this new approach. Like I said, practicing it so that it becomes more natural to be able to flow with it more easily in that grace and following the signs. You're doing it, you're practicing, it's good. So I'm not getting anything to worry about there. That mask can show the world the real you. It's just, it swings and roundabouts. It's just you finding your balance. It's, like this. Oh, I've gone a bit too far that way. I'll go this way. Or, it's that kind of a process here. Very good. Now let's focus on your person. So what is this situation with them right now? How are they viewing it here? Where are they at in this situationship right now? Tell us more about this decision. Which way are they going to go? I want to know. Well, we'll get into that in the deeper dive for sure, but I wonder if it's going to come out here, because they are feeling, they're showing up as very undecided. But considering it, they're considering it. Ooh, embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. Like I said, I think you're bringing something out of them here, because they're feeling good about you, and they're surprised at that because they thought that the easy was good before. And so you're getting into question yourself. It's like, but you feel really good. You feel like you're worth more, of course. And if they're choosing something that's worth more, they're going to feel good too, because that's them choosing that they're worthy of more. embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. So you've almost introduced them to a missing part of themselves that they weren't getting before when they had it too easy, when there's too many codependent or overgivers and all of that. Too many people that would give them what they wanted instead of them having to earn that, a missing piece. So they could have been like manifesting you kind of thing. They could have been asking for something deeper, or maybe not in that way, just like wanting more and not knowing how to go about that. Secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they're letting go on. So this is them seeing you as a secret admirer. This is them wondering if you really like them or not. I know you've opened the door there. You're showing up as having planted a seed there. But you know what we're like as human beings. We can trip out about that and go, am I making this up? Is it really true? They might need some confirmation from you here. But there you are with a mask there, not showing true feelings. So you're holding back, waiting for them to make the next move. And that's scary, right? But it's okay. They're allowed to be scared. I mean, you don't have to be the one taking all the risks, Interesting how this is going to play out. So they're seeing you as a secret admirer. They're kind of aware of your attention, but not at the same time questioning it, because it's not normal. Like it's not the usual thing what you're doing here. They're used to people like chasing them or, being easier. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they're letting go on. That could be about them as well. They could have deeper feelings for you. Well, you're certainly making them feel something very different than they've felt before here. But of course, now they're in this conversation with their ego, saying, well, doesn't that masculine in me want to have it easy though? And want someone that overgives to me. Tell us more about Shell's person. A fiery climax approaches. So they're building up to something here. They're getting their they're building themselves up. They're getting the courage together to do something about this. Maybe the passion is building in them. The desire for you is building in them. I mean, that happens, doesn't it? It's when we withhold something that it does. It's like distance. When there's a distance between us or when there's time, that passion does build up and those energies intensify. Fiery climax is approaching here. Your person could be Aries. Very rare that I pick out signs, but whenever I hear it, I'll say it. They don't have to be, but it could be. Or they could just have that fiery energy, that passionate energy. Emperor-like energy, Too many. Tell us more about Shell's person. Where they're at right now in this situationship. Virtue and expression. Virtue. You acknowledge your loving spiritual attributes that encourage others to grow. And expression, you're ready to manifest your thoughts and transform them into acts of love. So they are ready for some change here. And there's some like virtue. I think that's their focus on you, is that like you're so different. You're just behaving differently than they're used to. People behaving, and it's really intriguing them. They see you as being more virtuous, more valuable. For sure, yes. And something is building in them because of that, and they like that. They like that feeling. It's like you're a challenge to them, but it's nice. They like that challenge. It's making them way more interested, you being challenging to them now. And it's making them want to express themselves. Like I say, it's putting them more in the heart so that they want to step in and do that loving thing. Instead of just receiving that loving thing from the feminine now. Tell us more about Shell's person, where they're at right now. The dragonfly, being light-hearted, finding out, things coming to light. So they're finding out about you, finding out information about you. And abundance as well. Feeling really good about this. Feeling like a lot could come from this. So they've got a positive mindset there. Manifesting exactly what you want. So I do feel like I am getting that feeling that they've asked for something like this, or asking for more, and then along you come. when it's different, and they're like, this could be it. This could be what I was looking for. Certainly different than I've had before. And like, they have no idea that it's new to you too. It's new to you both, right? You are kind of mirror reflections of each other in the way that you are taking a new approach this time. And I feel like it's you that's instigating that new approach in them. But I do feel like they were asking for it. You're asking for it. Okay, let's find out more about you. Where are shells at in this situationship right now? Where are shells at in this situationship right now? Made a mess. Put the cards back out and then I know where I'm at with the story. Okay. You're loving your body. Let your beauty radiate. So you're radiating beauty right now. You're very enticing. And you know why? It's because you're in this self-loving thing. You're doing something that's good for you here. You're taking a stance here. It's very attractive when people do that. That self-love and that valuing ourselves, that self-respect is extremely attractive. And it's going to be showing in your body as well. You might have been taking care of your body. You might just be feeling really hot right now, really beautiful right now. So good for you. You're letting that beauty radiate out. You're like, look at me. Look at me, Knight of Cups. Eat your heart out kind of thing. Tell us more about shells. You're looking good. You're feeling good. You know you're going to entice someone. You're attracting. You're attractive. You're going to... Someone's going to step up, right? And you're open to discover. It's the best way to be. Hey, so you're not pinning your... You're not like... it has to be this person, they have to love me kind of thing. You're just open to discover whether this approach is going to work for you, whether it's going to work on this person kind of thing, whether they're going to step up or not. It's not like you're going to take in a massive emotional hit if they don't. It's not about you. Your approach is about you, but you know you're going to attract someone eventually because you're hot right now. You're very attractive right now and you're well aware of that. You're probably getting a lot of attention from people, but for some reason you got your sights set on this one. I'm not really sure why. Like, I mean, I'm not saying like I'm not sure why, but I haven't picked up anything in this reading of why in particular this person you've chosen. So let me know in the comments below. You're enough. You know that you're enough now, so you don't need to overgive. That's awesome. You're coming from that space now, and I feel that that's what's new for you there. And health, again, your body, you're feeling good right now. So maybe you've been on a bit of a health kick with this self-love thing that you've been doing lately, and you're feeling really good in your body at the moment. Very attractive energy there. Good for you. Now, what about your person? Where are Shell's person at right now? Where are they at? Shell's person, where are they at right now? Calm. They're letting things settle. They're just sitting with it. They're not in a rush. Your person's not in a rush here. They're just sitting with it. They're calm. They're watching. They could be finding out about you as well and just taking the time. Yeah, I'm just getting this very strong feeling of intrigue. They're so intrigued about you. You're fascinating to them and beautiful to them as well. Like you're shining out. They're feeling the world. You see, you've got them in their heart. Isn't that incredible? Like I had no idea. Like, of course, I've been told to take this approach as well. I'm right there with you with this approach. I'm well aware that I used to overgive before, and I'm not going to do that again. And it gets us into imbalanced situations. So I'm right there with you. But I knew all of like a lot of what I was saying. But this is new to me, that it gets them into the heart. Damn, that's good. It gets them into the heart. So they're feeling the world now. They're like feeling. It's like the Grinch rolling around on the floor going, I'm feeling. They're not used to it, feeling this much. Very nice. What else? Independence and courage. Strong masculine here. Courageous. Oh, they're a match. So they're seeing you as strong. Yeah, the strength card came out. But the moon there and the feminine energy. And, oh, I was getting that vibe from them that they're in this maybe Aries or an Emperor kind of a vibe there. They are a strong person here. Courageous. Independent. They're getting into independence here. And courageous. Of course, this courage card is about gaining the courage. Making the decision, yes. But getting that courage together to ask you. I mean, the Knight of Cups is the first card out for them, so they want to. They're just on 100% on it yet that they're going to do that. They're just gathering up the courage to speak out and tell you. Let's find out some deeper things here. So what's going on inside of you? Like, what's the deeper thing going on here for you, Charles? Got two things there. You're transforming tragedy. Yeah, like I was getting, it's because you've realized what you were doing, right, in previous relationships, and that it wasn't working for you. You're transforming that now, and you're going to have a totally new experience because of it. Loss is my reminder that more room has been made for greater gifts to be received. So isn't it exciting? You're headed into a new thing, a new kind of a relationship here. There's going to be stuff that you've been asking for and had no idea how to get it before. And you're not manipulating it, you're just standing in your power, and it's like, are they going to step up or not? And when they do, or whoever does, it's going to be a very different experience for you. And it's come from that loss. So that's a good thing, right? Those losses that you had. And illuminating the truth here. So you really get into the truth of it, of how to get what it is that you want to manifest it properly in the material world. I'm willing to see things clearly, no matter the outcome. And there you are, being open and free about it. You really can't lose in this situation being like that. When we're not attached to the outcome, when we're good either way, and it's just interesting journey to you either way. And you know this approach is going to work in the end because it feels better right now, doesn't it? Maybe with this person, maybe with someone else. It's going to work in the end though. Excellent. Now what about that? What's the deeper thing going on with them here? Something about getting into the heart, I would say. Rewriting the subconscious. So there is a big shift going on inside them here. They're rewriting the subconscious. Definitely the beliefs about the masculine that have been given. So they've been taught maybe those things. I don't know. The only things that I can think, I'm not a masculine, so I don't know. Well, I'm not a man, so I don't know. But, you know, things like treat them mean, keep them keen, that kind of thing. Maybe they share it with them amongst themselves, men, of you know, don't give too much, let them look after you. I don't know what those things are, but there's something like that, is that they're rewriting that now. Beliefs that they've had, that they've been taught about the way to function as a man or a masculine. The more I embrace feeling good, the less often I'll feel bad. And they're finding that it actually feels better. And that's the thing, is they're getting into the heart now and it actually feels better. Yeah. Right, so let's get a message from your heart to their heart. What does your heart want to say to their heart? I'm sure you want to encourage them, right, to step forward. But you're not going to do that in person, are you? Because they need to do that for themselves. If you want a strong man, you've got to let them do it for themselves. Strong masculine. Your heart is saying to their heart, slow down. So you're quite happy for this to be slow. Now, pause and allow things to unfold is what you're saying here, and that's this kind of an energy. Go with the flow. But I'm getting a feeling about this, that this is fear in you. You don't want it to go too fast because you're a little bit scared of the unknown. They're a little bit scared of the unknown as well. And so I'm getting a little bit of trepidation behind this. It's like, slow down. They're going slow anyway. Hey, do you really want them to slow down more than this? I feel like you might be divided in this. Part of you is saying, like, speed up, I want it to happen now. And part of you is like, ooh, it's so unknown. I've never tried this approach before. Your heart is trying to tell them to slow down, so you're not necessarily wanting them to dive in. And of course, if they go too fast as well, that could be warning bells to you. It's like, are they trying to play me here? Your heart might want them to go much slower, certainly than you've experienced before previously in relationships. Slower the better, really, in relationships, because if someone's taking the time to get to know you first, they're being serious about you, serious about themselves, or protecting themselves. They're showing an element of self-love. And so they're showing an element of being healthy for a relationship in the first place, protecting themselves, you know, not just opening up to anybody. What does their heart want to say to your heart? Love is all around you. They know how attractive you are right now, and they're kind of aware that they need to step up, because they know that love is all around you and that you're attracting a lot of attention here. They see how hot you are right now and how attractive you are, and yeah, that is going to be causing them to hurry it up a little bit. That's what's putting the pressure on them. Not getting them to hurry, but it's putting the pressure on them. And ask for help. They want you. This is their heart to your heart. They're asking you to ask for help. What do you really need? Be willing to accept support. So they do want to, like, it's making them want to step up and take care of you in a way. And maybe in previous relationships they've never done that. They've never had this urge to protect you. But you know, hey, if you're protecting yourself, they'll want to match you in that. Not that they see you as weak, they don't at all. They see you as strong. That's why. So they want you to be more in the feminine here and ask for help. They want another sign from you is what it is. Hey, Seven of Pentacles, you've planted a seed, but they want confirmation because they're a little bit scared. They're a little bit scared of, they're getting that courage together to ask you, but they're a little bit scared of heading into the unknown. It's like, oh, they're so used to having so much confirmation from people, almost to the point of being chased, that they can just, you know, they're totally confident, like sure that someone adores them. This time you've just planted a little seed and they're not sure. They're like, give me a little bit more, give me a little bit more, and so that it's easier for me to get this courage together. Are you going to do that? Are you going to give them a little bit more or not? Let's find out in that deeper dive. Hey, let's get some guidance for you of the way to proceed with this. Guidance for you in the situation you find yourself in right now, which is very interesting. Should you give a little bit more now? Or should you continue? Let's get some advice for you in this situation. Let's get some advice in this relationship as well, if it comes together, what you need to know about them and yourself and the dynamics within this. And let's find out how this is all going to go down and play out as well, with the timelines for that. How interesting. So if that sounds like it is your reading or could be your reading, you might want to get that deeper dive. I'll pop a link for it up there. You can find a link for that in the description box and in the comments as well. Now, that is 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 Australian dollars, and it's an instant watch kind of thing. So you do need to get your email address right, otherwise you're not going to receive it. The email might end up in your inbox, but it might also end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. If you're on Gmail, you've got a promotions folder. I think they also have a junk or a spam folder, but just to confuse everyone and not tell them about it as well, they've got a promotions folder as well where they stash away emails and don't tell you about it. So check in there. Once you find that email, you'll find a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. Click on the shell and you can watch that straight away. And so thank you so much for watching. Please remember to click like on this video. It really helps me out. Leave me a comment as well. Let me know what's going on with this. Very interesting, and it helps my channel out too. Thank you if you're a subscriber to my channel. Your support is very much appreciated. And if you're not a subscriber, please consider clicking that subscribe button along with that notification bell. I do 3 pick a card reads a week, and I do daily energy updates for the collector. And I also go live 3 times a week in my live show, Psychic Cafe, where I do mini reads in there as well, so you can come along and have a mini read in there for donations. Love to see you in there. So good luck with this one. If this is where you're leaving me, and if you're coming along with me to that deeper dive, then I'll see you very shortly in there. Bye.